Isa sa mga foundational topics na sinulat natin sa ating librong The Influence Multiplier is building, protecting, leveraging, and investing in our trust. Because alam naman natin kahit anong business, career, or profession, trust changes every. At sa ngayong panahon, we must be proactive in building our trust. At karamihan sa mga negosyong nag-i-struggle, their biggest mistake is not investing sa kanilang trust. In fact, you must build your trust assets, especially online. Kasi the first touch point lagi is online. Kaya it's important na meron kang before and after photos. Meron kang reviews, meron kang testimonials, pinapakita natin yung ating certification, yung ating proof of expertise. Kasi pag walang ganito, walang tiwala yung tao. Walang booking. Right? So, hindi enough na marami kang alam, malawak ang iyong experience, pero hindi mo pinapakita. So ngayong panahon, napakarami na nating kompetensya, hindi lang sa ating lugar, kundi sa social media, lamang ang merong trust assets. So in this discussion, we'll be talking about the business mistakes of service-based businesses, particularly yung nasa air conditioning business. Mas maganda, I highly recommend when you watch this, para kang nasa seminar, right? Or for maximum result and engagement, panoorin mo to sa iyong laptop o di kaya sa iyong bahay, sa iyong malaking TV screen kasama ang iyong partner, asawa, or family member. So the reason I'm sharing that because I've been training a lot of people for so many years. Nakita ko yung karamihan na maliit lang ang nakukuha ang value, sila yung hindi nakaka-concentrate. And if we're using our cell phones only, medyo mahirap kasi mag-concentrate para may mga notifications. So consider this na parang nagbayad ka ng 10,000 pesos, pumunta ka sa isang malayong lugar, nag-book ka ng hotel para makinig. And I promise you, I will do my best to provide value sa iyo. And I can guarantee, regardless kung matagal ka na sa negosyo, ang dami mo nang alam, if you add 1 or 2 strategies on top sa mga best practices na ginagawa mo, lamang na lamang ka kumpara sa iyong mga counterparts. So pag-uusapan natin yung mga mali na admittedly ginagawa rin sa ibang mga business. So this particular discussion intended siya sa mga small and medium-sized businesses. And sila yung mga tao na gusto-gusto kong makasama because I'm so sure that I can also learn a lot from them. In my experience, karamihan sa mga negosyong bumabagsak, tatlo ang reason. Unang-una, optimization. They don't maximize what they already have. Ikalawa, they don't build influence. Walang social media presence. Walang trust assets katulad ng kanina. And of course, leadership. Because at the end of the day, if we're going to expand our business, we need people. So kung hindi ka ma-influence ang tao, wala kang social media presence, you're not optimizing your business, wala kang excess income, palagi kang short, then you cannot attract and much more keep the right people. So problemang malaki, ikaw pa rin hanggang ngayon because you were not trained to become a better leader. So sa tatlong areas na to, if merong isa dyan na hindi mo pinapansin or hindi ka aware, huwag ka na magtaka kung bakit mas nalalamangan ka or napag-iwanan ka na ng mga counterparts mo. Alright, so our topic will revolve dito. Optimization, meaning to say, we are improving and maximizing kung ano ang meron tayo. Okay? Instead of chasing more or adding more, why not maximize what's available? Minsan idle lang, hindi lang natin na-reactivate. Again, influence is about authority, about command, about positioning, and about being present online. So kung wala kang ganito, then you'll be replaced by people who use social media to elevate their influence and authority. Leadership, again, ability to empower people and attract the right clients, talent, partnerships, and opportunities. So kung ang air conditioning business mo, 5 years na, then ikaw pa lang din ang lagi nagtatrabaho, wala kang expansion, it's because sa tatlong bagay na yun. So why I'm so obsessed with this? Of course, kasi yung dati natin negosyo, diyan tayo bumagsak. Okay? So sa ating obsession, sa ating kagustuhan, no, the intense desire to be of service sa mga may aircon business, sa may mga salon, sa may mga barbershop, sa may mga dental clinics, okay, sa may mga pet shops, gumawa tayo ng course, 72-hour profit recovery. Meron din tayong libro, meron din tayong authority builder so that you'll become the go-to authority in your industry. And isa rin sa mga ginawa natin is we invested a lot of time, money, and effort in becoming a certified trainer and speaker of the John Maxwell team. And so see, I'm showing you how it's done. If you're not doing this yet, gawin mo na ngayon, pakita mo yung mga certificates mo as many as you can. Hindi yan para lang mag-flex, kundi to remove the doubt sa iyong mga kliyente that you are legit. Okay? So, yan po tayo. Nag-training tayo ng mga government officials, youths, professionals, at marami pa iba. And meron tayong mga 250 plus, no? Mga business and authority building training videos for SM. So kung ito na yung stage ng business mo, there are two things na pwede mangyari. Unang-una is feasta. Ikalawa is faminta. Feasta meaning to say, in 3 to 5 years, because maganda ang iyong pundasyon, you're building your business on the right principles, the right practices, minamaximize mo kung ano yung assets mo, anong resources meron ka, then right now, namamayagpag ang iyong negosyo. But if you're not doing that, in 3 to 5 years, stress ka na, worried ka na, kasi unti-unti nang nauubos ang iyong kita, kapital at mga customers. At ikaw rin ay malamang palaging lubog sa utang at hindi ka pa naka-expand. Again, going back sa ating kaninang triangle na pinakita, yun lang ang palaging culprits. Yung tatlong yun, optimization, influence, at leadership. So yan lang lagi ang iyong maging focus. And you'll never go wrong kahit anong business mo, profession, or industry. Tatlo lang. You don't have to complicate kung ano-ano yung mga nakikita natin online. I'm also a victim of that, no? Because marami pwedeng gawin talaga. But the reason na nakakomplicate siya because they're selling stuff. Kung titingnan natin yung mga malalaking negosyo, mga successful na mga professionals, if there's one common denominator sa kanila, it is that they do things very simple, right? Simple lang ang kanilang approach. So dito, tatlo lang yung ating pag-uusapan. That's it. Optimization. Ito yung ating primary focus ngayon. In our next videos, we'll talk about influence building and leadership skills. But for now, dito tayo mag-focus. Bakit? In 3 to 5 years kasi, marami ka ng pondo. Okay? At sa experience, may pondo ka na mga resources. Meron ka na rin mga proofs. Ano mo yung na-experience mo ngayon na problema or fiesta or faminta, it is just the tip of the iceberg. Usually, ang malaking parte niyan, hindi natin nakikita. Right? So, the analogy is the tip of the iceberg. What's visible, yun yung mga symptoms. What's invisible, yun yung talaga, yung mga root problems na hindi natin na-address. Makikita natin dito na kung gusto talaga natin na i-revive yung ating negosyo, the first order of things is ayusin natin yung tagas. At bago tayo mag-invest sa ads, bago tayo mag-hire ng mga bigatin ng mga empleyado, o di kaya pumunta sa bangko para mag-loan ng sangkatutak, unahin natin yung tagas. Because optimization will never happen unless and until we address these issues first. Marahil hindi ka aware, the reason na hindi tayo makaka-take off, it is because may pumapasok na kita pero mas marami yung tagas. Right? O kung pasok ka ng investment pero hindi mo naman inaayos yung mga tagas, forever kang tagahabot. Right? So in this discussion, pag-usapan natin yung mga tagas. Bago tayo mangarap ng malaking kita, dito tayo muna focus. Okay, so we will discuss about the marketing and business mistakes ng mga aircon technicians in the Philippines. Simpleng mga pagkakamali. Pero sabi nga ng technician kahapon, after 5 years, nung nag-reflect ka ng mga pagkakamali na yon, akala mo simple lang, pero ang laki pala ng kanilang impact sa'yo. Not only to your income, but also to your reputation. Unang-una, or one of the major mistakes is, yung bang mindset natin na pang-traditional, pang-transaction lang. Right? Yung pa-clean lang, sir. The moment may lang, ibig sabihin yan, panandalian lang. Short term. Walang maintenance plans, walang recurring service, walang long-term client strategy. So therefore, kung pa-clean lang, may ito say, condition na natin yung customer na one-time lang yung transaction. And we know, pag one-time income, one-time transaction, walang future income, may ito say, walang stability. So that's one of the biggest mistakes natin. So ask yourself, meron ka bang pa-clean lang, sir, na mindset? Instead of transactional, why not make it relational? Next mistake is, we are competing on price. Maraming pwedeng gawing competition, but if there's one thing na lahat tayo talo, it is when we compete on price. Mas mura, mas may promo, pero ang tanong, ano ba yung value? Ano ba yung tunay na ganansya? Katulad ito, meron kaming kakilala dito sa aming lugar na meron siyang backdrop business para sa mga birthdays. So, grabe siya mag-advertise. Tuwang-tuwa kami kasi nakita namin sa kanyang page. Grabe yung mga orders talaga. But merong customer siya nagsabi sa amin na masyadong mura ang kanyang presyo. Others are charging 4,500 sa kanya 1,500 lang. And the reason ginagawa niya is because gusto niyang suluhin yung market. Nagko-compete siya ng price. But alam natin, pag ganyan ang mindset mo, eventually, babagsak ka. Kasi, hindi pwede na maglaban ka sa presyo lang. Kung walang value explanation, you're undercutting your competitors, pinapatay mo yung negosyo nila, at higit sila, pinapamukha mo sa mga customers mo na ang value proposition mo is mura ka, then sooner or later, you will go out of business. In my understanding, wag na wag kang mag-compete sa price. Lalo-lalo na kung yung purpose mo ay para patayin yung negosyong nasa palibot mo. Because entrepreneurship should create more income, businesses, and opportunities. Dapat kung ano man yung ating negosyo ngayon, kung nasa air conditioning business ka, marami ka ring mga tinutulungang ibang mga negosyo. Right? Parang casino. Ang daming negosyo sa palibot, kaya mahirap siyang talunin, mahirap nang pabagsakin yung casino kasi nasa palibot niya, binubuhay niya rin yung mga negosyo niya. Kung pinag-usapan natin kanina, walang trust assets. So, importante, meron tayong before and after. Kaya maraming mga paldo sa mga health and fitness business na nagpapakita ng kanilang before and after na results. Okay, dati 80 kilograms, ngayon naging 50 kilograms, just for example, right? Or another trust asset is, tingnan mo ngayon yung Facebook profile. Baka yung ating profile parang sampayan. No? Sabi ng kaibigan ko dati, Mars, yung Facebook page mo o yung Facebook profile mo parang sampayan, parang ukay-ukay. Hindi mo alam kung ano yung mga ma-expect mo. Right? So nandyan, yung aking description, makikita ninyo. We help SMEs and experts recover hidden revenue, become a trusted authority in the industry. Right? But even better yung kaibigan ko, ito ang kanyang Facebook profile. So makikita mo dito, ang ganda kasi nandyan ang kanyang mga clients, no? Mga companies na pinagservihan. Right? So these are his clients. And klarong-klaro ang kanyang Facebook profile. No? Napaka-legit, napaka-professional. And look at the smile, right? You want to work with this person. O nandyan, OD coach, creator of humane method, aligning human needs and KPIs. And karito siya sa Davao. By the way, I'm here now in Davao with my sweetheart. We moved here from General Santos because we wanted to build a bigger business. And, another na problema is wala tayong near me strategy. Katulad nito, hindi ko ito napakita sa inyo. Air conditioning repair near me. Ako mismo nag-type niya. No? So kung ita-type ng kliyente mo ang yung business, makikita niya ba kung sa case recommend. Number 2, if magta-type siya ng air conditioning repair near me, mag-pop up ba ang business mo? If hindi, then you will not be taken seriously ng iyong mga customer. Another mistake, ito, no follow-up system. Isa sa mga experiences ko is, nag-avail ako ng coaching worth 65,000 pesos and that lady did not make a follow-up. Hindi siya tumawag, hindi siya nag-update, hindi siya humingi ng feedback whatsoever. So, one-time transaction lang. Sayang, sana, nag-collab kami, mas marami kami opportunities na nagawa. On her part, sayang because I already paid 65,000 plus yung aking hotel, more than 100,000 yung aking investment. Meaning to say, I can also refer other people na pwede mag-invest din ganun. Right? So, that's the power when you don't follow up. At dapat, dito, hindi natin antayin yung ating mga customers na sila ang kusang mag-reach out sa atin. Ito common nating behavior. After natin ma-fulfill yung service, wala nang follow-up. So, ang client natin, nagre-reciprocate yung ating mga kliyente by asking, ano ba yung mga offer nyo dyan? Hindi ka nag-offer, siya ang nagtanong. Kasi nga, may tinatawag na value follow-up. So, dito naman, sabihin mo sa kanya, hello, Ma'am Sha. I just wanted to share this, blank. I think it can help you sa iyong struggle na ganito. O sa iyong problem, yung challenges na na-mention mo sa amin last time. Let me know if you want to continue kung where you left off or where we left off. Something to that effect. And this is best for nurturing interest with value and relevance. So ito pwede mo itong i-customize, pwede mo gawing taglish, right? The most important thing is meron kang framework. That's the power kung meron ka itong mga templates. Hindi sila nagpa-follow up. Inaantay pa nila kung kailan na tatawag yung customer. Ang mga malalaking kumpanya, they don't do that. Sila mismo ang nagre-reach out. Meron ako kakilala na Bombay. Kanyang follow-up is, halimbawa, kung umorder ka ng sumbote ng supplement, pag alam niya 60 tablets, nililista niya sa kanyang notebook. Therefore, 60 tablets, that means 2 months. Hindi pa nakaabot ng 2 months, 40 to 50 days, expect mo na yung Bombay na yun, tatawag sa'yo, magpa-follow up. Oh, how was your experience? Hey, you want more? Ilan ba sa mga satisfied clients ko ang aking na follow up in the last 90 days? Walang package or offer structure. Okay? Ibig sabihin, basic cleaning lang talaga, wala nang iba pa. So, i-bundle mo. Meron kang deep cleaning plus check-up, meron kang annual maintenance plan. Kaya hindi na i-scale, hindi nag-grow yung business. Kasi 1:1, isang kahig, isang tuka. So, why not isang kahig, tatlong tuka, right? So, importante, try mo mag-bundle. From now on, have this mentality lagi. TV with bracket, helmet with motor. So, sa iyong air conditioning business, ano ba yung pwede mong i-bundle? The most powerful word dito is yung with or and. Cleaning and what? Check-up with blank. Right? Huwag kang matulog o huwag kang pupunta sa iyong kliyente na wala kang bundle na maisip. Kasi sayang. Whether you like it or not, yung bumili ng TV, hahanap din niya ng bracket sa iba. So why not, hindi na lang ikaw yung mag-offer sa kanya. Right? You're not doing it for the purpose of making a lot of money, but to help that person sa kanyang problema and to enjoy his purchase, regardless kung anong inavail niya, produkto ba yan o serbisyo galing sa'yo. Okay, this applies regardless kung anong negosyo, right? Let's continue. Another mali is weak yung ating messaging. Example, we clean filters and oils. Huwag maging generic or maging technical. May say technical, huwag mong sabihin kung mga anong scientific words dyan. So ang tanong dito is, generic ka ba o branded? Right? If you are generic, no wonder you are commoditized. Meaning to say, tayo ay palaging dinidiscount. Palagi tayong binabarat kasi bakit ako kukuha sa'yo? Dahil meron naman akong makukuha sa iba, mas mura pa. Next, no urgency or timing triggers. Bakit sila bibili sa'yo? Kung hindi ka naman nagpapakita that this is urgent, this is important, this is critical, na dapat meron ka nito. Okay? Magpapaklining ka ba kung sasabihin sa'yo na pwede naman next year yan, sir? So kailangan mo na mag-cleaning ngayon kasi kung hindi, masisira yung unit mo kasi 24 hours mo siya ginagamit. You don't need to wait for 3 months. Dapat 2 months pa lang para ma-ensure mo na mag-last ang unit mo para mas matipid sa kuryente. Magpa-cleaning ka na. Tatawagan kita, sir. Ako na mismo magre-remind sa'yo. So kahit ikaw mismo, meron kang tinatawag na urgency. Right? So kung tayo, palamya-lamya tayo, we don't think this is important, this is critical, this is urgent, then ganun din yung behavior ng ating mga kliyente. Halimbawa, isa sa mga pwede nating take advantage is yung mga seasonal promotions. So, tinanong ko si Google, how many national celebrations in the Philippines yearly? Sabi niya, 21 nationwide national holidays. Right? So kung itong mga holiday na to, you can take advantage of them and you make it urgent, no? At meron ka palaging call to action, yan yung 3 letters worth millions. Kasi nga, you want to help them, palaging nasa iyo is now or never. Nagsasabi na limited lang yung slots, limited lang yung offer, then mas mapadali yung tao na mag-avail. Right? So ito, napakarami ang gumagawa ito. Masyado nilang pina-baby ang kanilang mga customers. Sige sir, bukas na lang. Sige sir, baka pwede. After 2 months, okay na yan. No, you need to make it urgent. Moving on. Another is no partnership strategy. Hindi natin ginagawang negosyo natin katulad ng mga bangko na dami nilang mga ka-tie-ups. So in our air conditioning business, ikaw ay nangangarap na palakihin ang negosyo mo dahil pamanong sa mga anak mo or maybe later on, may plano ka mag-abroad at ibenta mo, then ngayon pa lang, damihin mo ang iyong mga partnerships. Katulad ito, landlords, condo admins, mga nagbebenta ng mga real estates, right? Offices, property managers, etc. Kasi kung wala tayong ganito, then we are missing bulk orders at mga recurring clients and also referrals. See that? So dito, in our screen, isa sa mga example dito is yung Google. No? Napakalaking kumpanya pero nag-partner siya sa maraming mga merchants. Okay? And hindi tayo kailangan pa maghanap ng ibang example. The best example is of course, we know GCash. Right? Kaya tayo, palagi nating nilalagyan yung ating GCash ng pera. Kasi hindi lang siya pambayad. Pwede natin siyang gamitin pang-load, bili ng burger, pambayad ng insurance. Okay? Pwede natin siya i-transfer na pera sa ating mga kakilala or sa ating mahal sa buhay, sa ating mga estudyante. Ang dami niyang pwedeng gawin. Ito na yung pera ngayon ng Pilipino, naka-GCash na. And look at these examples, no? GCash bank transfer. Kaya ikaw, kung may GCash ka kahit saan, parang feeling mo safe ka kasi you can transact. Kasi alam mo, ino-honor yung GCash. Right? So tingnan mo, merong Bank of the Philippine Islands, BDO, pwede ang GCash sa PSB, Robinsons, pwede sa Maybank, dami. So what if we treat our business like that, no? Na mayroon tayong mga partnerships, right? So from now on, don't settle sa isang supplier lang, isang partner lang. Siyempre kung ikaw may tindahan kang malaki, bakit ka magre-rely sa isang supplier lang ng Pepsi kung meron kang maraming suppliers, right? Marami ka dapat partners. Okay? Next, na pagkakamali sa ating air conditioning business is walang reputation management. Okay? Walang review, walang rating system. Okay? Kasi alam natin ngayon, kahit 300 pesos lang na purchase, tinitingnan tayo online kung yan ba ay na-fulfill natin, ano yung feedback. Okay? Because pag may mga proof of purchase, ibig sabihin yan, may social proof. Ayaw kasi ng mga tao, mga kliyente natin na sila mag-take ng risk. Okay? So to make it safe or safer sa kanila, dapat meron tayong reputation management. Halimbawa, do you know na isang negative feedback lang can hurt your business kung hindi mo ito na-address? Ganun ka-powerful ang reputation. Next, no upsell or value expansion. Another na pagkakamali kasi, halimbawa ito, after cleaning, wala nang offer pa na iba ang karamihan ng mga technicians. So, meron tayo ditong template. Ito ay upsell builder. Eh, halimbawa, free on check, deep cleaning upsell, system inspection. Sir, sira na tong part na to, sir. Pwede ito nating replace. bigyan kita ng discount, bigyan kita ng magandang presyo. Okay? Maintenance plan. See? Dito pa lang maraming mga perang naiiwan sa mesa. Ibig sabihin, pera na sana sa'yo na, pero lumampas pa. Right? Pero napunta pa sa wala. Right? Pera na naging bato pa. So meron dito upsell strategies or steps. Unang-una dito, makikita natin sa ating screens. Let me check. We need to first understand the needs of our clients. Kasi pag sensitive tayo sa kanilang needs, each time tayo may ino-offer sa kanila, hindi nagiging self-serving. Hindi nila iisipin that you're trying to take advantage. Right? At tulad yan, pag yung doktor nagreseta sa'yo ng 1 week, hindi mo sabihin sa doktor na, Dok, pwede, half day ra, kaya ka na lang akong kaya. Delete ko yung na. Because you know that the doctor understands your needs and gusto kanyang tulungan. That's why, kahit magbigay siya ng 7 days na gamot and also vitamins or complementary products, wala kang resistance. So understand the needs, bigay ka ng complementary products. Next, you should time your offer strategically. Pag happy siya, then upsell ka. Pag hindi siya na thank you or galit siya, then you cannot upsell. And of course, you have to use clear messaging. And the most important thing is to leverage, hindi lang ikaw dapat merong mindset na mag-upsell. Dapat yung team. That's why if you're interested, we can talk about this sa yung team to train them how to make your business more money, opportunities, and leverage. Right? Karamihan ng mga training is all about motivation, transformation, etc. They're good. But what's best is training that will generate you money. And one of the best, of course, wala nang iba, kundi teach them how to upsell. So, move on tayo. Yeah, no? This is our upsell builder. Yan, dito po yan. Tingnan natin ha. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin nito? Okay? Sell more value, solve more problems, get more results. Karamihan ng mga clients need more than your core offer. Kahit ano pa yung kagaling, kaganda, ka-premium, there are still people who will go for the win. There are still people na gusto nila, naiiba sila. Gusto nila yung pinakamahal, pinaka-premium. Okay? Give them the solution so that you can increase your revenue. So, dito sa ating template. What is your core offer? Ano ba yung ino-offer mo ngayon? Next, ano ba ang kailangan nila? That's so importante that we understand their needs. Kasi hindi pwede ka mag-add-on, maski unsa na lang yung i-add-on. Dapat it must be related, no, relevant sa kanilang kailangan. So together, 1 plus 2 equals 3. Bundled solution. More value, more results. Okay? Kaya may rason silang babalik at babalik sa'yo is because they get more value. Kasi sensitive ka sa needs nila. They don't care kung nagbayad sila ng extra because alam naman nila na you have their interest at maganda ang kanilang overall experience. So, kumpara sa iba na kung ano lang yung in-order ng customer, yun lang. Na sana, yung in-order nila mas ma-enhance lalo, mas lalong mapabilis ang kanilang treatment, mas lalong lumamig ang kanilang aircon, mas lalong nilang na-protect ang kanilang equipment, or hindi kaya mas lalong tumipid dahil may in-offer ka na bundle, no? So, things like that, customers difference nung isang provider na one time, big time versus those who are genuine, those who are sensitive sa pagbibigay ng recommendations. No? If not now sila bibili, but of course, if they have the money and the means na, sa'yo sila pupunta because you educated them na pag ito idagdag mo, it will enhance the overall impact of the product or service na in-avail mo sa aming kumpanya. So, ganito ka-importante itong template na to. If you don't have this, then do not allow na mauna yung mga competitors mo sa'yo. Again, di ba? From the get-go, nitong ating discussion, ang aking advice is approach this na parang attend ka ng isang training, isang seminar. No? Kaya nga mas maganda, kumuha ka ng malaking TV or laptop, doon mo panoorin. Okay? Because there are times, kahit na alam mo to, pero sabi nga ng aming provider kahapon, no, ng aming technician, sabi niya, nalilimutan kasi sir na overlook dahil nabibisi tayo sa paggawa, no? Pag-fulfill ng mga orders. You see that? Pero after 5 years, dahil busy ka, you did not take time para aralin to, para mag-invest ka dito sa mga skills na to, ang laki pala nang nawala sa'yo. Yung kaibigan mo na hindi masyadong singgaling sa'yo, when it comes pag-ayos ng aircon, pero in business side, inaral niya, is the reason bakit mayroon siyang 3, 5, 7, 8 branches. May na-meet kami ng aking sweetheart, ng aking misis, na dati rin siyang beautician. Pero inaral niya ang business side ng salon. Ngayon, meron siyang 200 plus branches. Siyempre, ang galing niya rin, no? Lalo-lalo sa social media. And he is no other than Leo Rivita. Ang galing, ano? Dahil ang galing niyang mag-upsell. If you notice, yung mga nasa salon, kung hindi ka marunong mag-upsell, nako, madaling mabankrupt ang yung salon kasi napaka-high maintenance ng isang salon. Hindi naman pwede na kung kailan yung customers pupunta saka mo lang i-on yung aircon mo. Yung customer na nagpalinis lang ng kanyang kuko, pwede kang mag-secure ng order sa kanya times 20 ng paglinis sa kanyang kuko dahil marunong ka mag-upsell. So, napaka-importante to train your people how to do this properly. Ito, karamihan ng mga mali ng mga aircon technicians or mga air conditioning business na hindi lumalaki kasi owner-dependent. Walang system. Lahat-lahat siya, I, me, my, mine. Hirap mag-scale kasi ikaw lang lahat nakaka-handle. Even ako, nahihirapan ako sa aking paggawa ng content kasi I used to have two staff. Ibang gumagawa ng content, iba yung nag-edit, ako, video lang. So ako ngayon, nagtry ako na ako lang isa kasi nga I'm starting all over again. Napakahirap kasi iba ang skill set, tsaka yung brain energy, tsaka yung focus na kailangan sa iba't ibang aspeto ng pagbibusiness. Iba yung skill sa pagmamarket, iba rin sa collection, right? Iba rin sa pag-lead ng mga tao. So if you're doing all this together, yes, pwede naman, but hindi ka effective. Ayan, no? Nagiging bottleneck ka ng yung business. Lack of autonomy limits team potential. That's why, napaka-importante ng optimization. You maximize what you already have so that pag ma-maximize mo yung mga existing assets mo, mga resources mo, magkaroon ka ng surplus na kita, then you can invest on quality ng mga staff. But in order to do that, una-una sa lahat talaga is ayusin mo na yung mga mali sa negosyo. So the real problem of any air conditioning business ng mga technicians is hindi naman talaga sila kulang sa skills. In fact, karamihan ng mga technicians talagang magagaling. They are highly skilled and highly trained. Hindi rin sila kulang sa demand. The more serious problem nila is ganito. They lack positioning. Karamihan ng mga air conditioning business, if this is you, hindi mo na ayos siguro yung offer mo, hindi ka consistent in terms of your messaging. Your marketing systems are poor or di kaya wala. Again, hindi ka talo sa competition, talo ka sa positioning and systems. So that's our discussion for today. No? Mga pagkakamali na marahil akala mo trivial or hindi masyadong impactful in your business. But over time, ang laki ng dagok sa iyong negosyo. Let me introduce to you itong ating tinatawag na mga templates. No? We have a course, ang tawag dito is 72-hour profit recovery sprint. If you think no, sa mga na-discuss natin, may isa, dalawa, o tatlo doon na nag-resonate sa'yo, na parang ako to parang negosyo ko to parang ako, sayang pala yung mga pera na hindi ko nakukuha pa sa aking mga kliyente. Then, I highly recommend this crash course, 72-hour profit recovery sprint. In fact, meron tayong mga templates. No? Ito. This alone is worth hundreds of thousands of pesos, even millions sa iyong negosyo. Bakit? Halimbawa, if you can just activate, no? Let's say 5 years na yung air conditioning business mo. Out of your 1,000 customers, if you can only activate 30% ng yung 1,000 customers, paano? Follow up mo sila, you refine your offer, or bigay ka ng mga incentives, mag-bundle ka ng yung mga services. Each transaction, halimbawa, per customer, let's say 2,000 pesos na lang. 2,000 pesos times 30% of 1,000 is 300. 300 times 2,000 pesos, that's 600,000 pesos. Diyan na sa sarili mong kumpanya. Tulog lang, hindi mo lang na-reactivate. Hindi ka lang nakapag-upsell sa kanila. Right? Hindi mo lang nabigyan ng tamang follow-up. Hindi mo lang nabigyan ng tamang offer. Okay? Hindi mo lang sila na-reactivate. Nandito lahat-lahat yun. So, ibang-ibang templates. Meron dito online presence checklist. Okay? Do you know that there are 3 types of client reactivation frameworks? Unang-una, sino yung mga recently inactive? 0 to 6 months. So, dapat yung unahin mong i-activate. Meron 6 to 24 months. So more of that, no, if you avail of our crash course. Another is ito clarity builder ng yung mga offer. Okay? So the first thing that you need to do, start with free. Whatever is free, take advantage. You can subscribe if you like this video. Kung gusto mo itong mga ganitong topics, we will be creating more videos like this. You can comment and ask for questions, no, ating content. And also, another is, we have communities and events. You can join our private community. You can attend our workshops. No? Message ka lang sa amin. And of course, if you want to go deeper with our resources and our training, you can order our book. Ito, baka problema mo is hindi pera, ang dami mong pera, pero hindi ka nakaka-expand because you're not seen as the authority in your field, in your industry. You have not differentiated yourself or your business. These are concepts for becoming the first choice in your market. Napaka-importante itong ating libro, The Influence Multiplier. Or you can take our profit recovery crash course. I think 1 hour and a half. To change the way you think of your business from now on. The basic premise doon is, the basic idea doon is, huwag ka munang mag-invest sa napakaraming ads, mangutang sa bangko, huwag ka munang bumili ng bagong equipment, mag-invest ng napaka-complicated na software, huwag ka munang mag-hire ng mga bigating mga empleyado. Ang gagawin mo muna is take inventory of what you already have. Take inventory of your resources, of your partnerships, of your tools, of your free time, at marami pang iba. Because I can assure you, there are things that you can reactivate, that you can improve and optimize, na andyan na. Example, yung past clients mo. Our past clients, they are people na na-earn na natin yung trust nila. Kaya lang, sabi nga kanina, inaantay natin sila to reach out sa atin instead of the other way around. Instead of us being strategic and being proactive in reaching out to them and offering something that they will find irresistible. That is already money kasi imagine mo, nag-spend ka na ng ads, nag-spend ka na ng oras para i-acquire sila. And nakabili na sila. They are happy clients. But you just don't take advantage of the trust that's already there sa kanila, of the goodwill na meron na. So yan pa lang na aspeto, ang laki na ng pera na nawawala sa atin. So that's the power of our recovery crash course. It's not about more, it's about extracting what's available. Now, if you want the fastest path, the highest value path, ang pinaka-recommended dito is you book one-on-one session. I will help you, I will lead you by the hand. We can exchange ideas, we can brainstorm kung paano palakihin ang iyong negosyo or professional practice. Maraming tao, and I've been there, na alam mo, konting tweak lang konting adjustments lang. Ang laki na sana ng ating mga na-accomplish, ang layo na sana ng ating narating. If we only have another set of strategic eyes, sometimes, nandyan na sa harap natin. All along, it's there. In fact, in abundance, sobra-sobra nga Kailangan we don't recognize. Kasi nga, hindi naman tayo trained para dyan. Iba talaga kung merong tao na tumitingin sa ating negosyo, who is objective and who has our best interest. Rather than we rely everything sa ating sarili, because most of the times, the people closest to us, sila yung ating tinatanungan. They are well-meaning people, but they are not as obsessed, as focused, and as invested sa atin. They are not as buang katulad natin when it comes to our business. You can get common advice sa kanila na, sige lang, hataw lang diha, focus lang. But other than that, wala ka nang marinig sa kanila. So if you're longing for that kind of partnership or environment or guidance, I'd be more willing to help you while pinapalaki mo ang iyong negosyo. So this is the fastest growth method. So since we're running out of time, I'd like to promote our next laundry businesses, cafes, mga barbershops, ito auto repair shops. We also tackle yung mga na-overlook ng mga opportunities, mga pagkakamali ng mga fitness trainers, pest control ng mga businesses, vape shops, even yung mga tattoo studios. Also, those who are in spa businesses. In fact, ang dami nilang mga negosyo na gusto nating tulungan with this new concept of optimization, of influence building, of leadership building, right? Our business trifecta. And yeah, we'll also talk in the future about mga blind spots natin. Just to give you a heads up, halimbawa, ito, paborito ko na itong vanity metrics trap, right? Karamihan ng mga negosyo, papogi. And they focus on likes, not on revenue. We'll also talk about another mistake, yung single channel dependency. So, napakarami. So, guys, if you are locked in sa yung business and you need another set of strategic eyes, my name is Marvin Alegre, and I'll see you on our next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.